Aloha everybody, this is Kathy Bilski, and today I wanted to do some work on drones, neutralizing and breaking them down. And as with all my work, it's very technical and it's very detailed. So as I'm doing this work, I'm going to ask that you do some creative visualization, actually see it happening, and send energy into it. Let's do it. So I ask that this work is amplified over 100,000-fold every time anyone either reads or this work or listens to this video. I also ask that the Creator to put all that participate in this work in a bubble of invisible protection from this day onward. All right, let there be light. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to Michael the Archangel, Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, all the cosmic beings and the Creator, to cut all ties to the drone project and to whoever is wanting this to work to move forward, including the military industrial complex, politicians, money investors, and anyone trying to push the New World Order agenda forward. We command Michael the Archangel to cut all ties between the U.S. military base in Ramstein, Germany, that serves as a high-tech heart of America's drone program, along with all satellite relay stations that enables drone operators in the American Southwest to communicate with their remote aircraft in foreign countries. Without the use of Ramstein military-based drone weapon strikes cannot be supported. We see all veils, energy veils of protection around Ramstein military base being removed now. We cut all ties to all of Ramstein's satellite signals that tells the drones to do, and it returns the display of what the drone sees. Let's send out whatever frequency that is needed to jam all the satellite signals from the Ramstein base. We called Ganesha to put many obstacles up to block them and all communication between the 6 massive gulf-like fixtures known as satellite relay pads. Let's send energy to the weakest spots in the relay pads, allowing them to break down. We ask that all elementals that create drones that is being asked to hurt or destroy any life, human or elemental, on any level, be commanded through the sacred triangle of humans, angels, and elementals to misfire, disintegrate, choose to malfunction, generally be harmless, and take the path of love. I call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any black magicians, secret societies, ETs, the WEF, UN, Borman Group, Jesuits, the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, reptilian governments, military, scientists, and any other being connected to drones and the creation of the military base, Ramstein military base. If they choose to continue to support, which is their free will, I ask their higher self and guardian angel to put them all in positions of harmlessness now. We also cut ties from the relay station and all equipment being used to support the operations of a secret Black Ops Air Force program known as Big Safari, an intricate spider web of facilities across the U.S. and the globe. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to the Creech Air Force Base in Nevada, to all its ties to all transatlantic fiber optic cables that go to Germany that support the U.S. drone war in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and any other countries. This also includes all drone missions that are operated from other locations such as Fort Gordon in Georgia, Cannon Air Force Base in Clovis, New Mexico. As the pilots at Creech and other ground control stations try to send their commands to the drones, they operate via transatlantic fiber optic cables to Germany. We see them now becoming dyslexic and confused. We see all the Ramstein uplinks become distorted and scattered, especially to the Predator primary satellite link. So there is no direct connection between any satellites that connects to any drones, and the pilots lose all direct drone control. See, all satellite relay stations have huge lag time between the commands of the pilots and the reception by the aircraft called latency. Too much latency, which would be caused by additional satellite relays, would make swift maneuvers impossible, and pilots would practically be flying the drones blind. We asked Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to the geolocating device affixed to the drone that feeds back to a satellite and down to the station at Ramstein, also called the Gilgamesh platform, resulting in many malfunctions. That cuts all pilot drone communication. We also cut all ties between the collection platform called Air Handler, which creates a distortion so no relay data can be sent to ground control stations by Ramstein. If it is for the highest good that the commercial satellite provider Intelsat lose all monetary support, then so be it. We ask the angels and all cosmic beings to respond to reposition the Galaxy 26 satellite from the U.S. orbit over the Indian Ocean, slightly off course so all communications with drone operators are lost. We called to all bugs, rats, fleas, termites, snakes, spiders, and mold to infest all buildings above and below ground that hold equipment such as computers, satellites, relay equipment, underwater cables, compressors, ventilation equipment, control electronics, and refrigerator plants, as well as all buildings underground. This includes all drone military aircraft. As these elementals create homes, everything breaks down, ceasing to function. We called all sea life to help us break down all underwater transatlantic cables that connect U.S. drone pilots to their aircraft half a world away, corroding as seawater leaks in, resulting in many transatlantic cable malfunctions in many areas throughout the ocean that stops communication to drone pilots. Let the elementals remain invisible until their jobs are done and the equipment starts working. We call the higher selves of all operators, science, techies, all military and ET personnel connected to the drone project. And we ask the Creator that if it's for their highest good, they become reconnected to the Creator, becoming awakened conscious spiritual beings, then let it be done. As they reconnect to the Creator, they see the results of their actions and now refuse to hurt or harm. For those that choose to keep this project going, I ask their higher self to help them become dyslexic and short out as soon as they enter the work building, as well as touch any equipment associated with drones. We also ask their higher selves to put them all in positions of harmlessness. Let them be guided to better jobs elsewhere. We see the Germany prosecutors applying Germany's code of crimes against the international law to Ramstein's military base, especially when the offense was committed abroad and bears no relation to Germany. We ask the Goddess of Truth and Justice to bring to the attention of the German prosecutors all the data that drone pilots used in attacks that the prosecutors need to shut the airbase down now. We ask the Creator to remove all energy veils around the German people and Parliament that are keeping them from being told the full extent of what is happening in their country, and that the German government stop Ramstein from being used to help the U.S.'s illegal and devastating drone wars by hiding behind status of force agreements. Let these agreements be dissolved by the sacred fire, allowing the government space to admit its responsibility for civilian deaths caused by U.S. drone warfare. We see all ties to the remote split operations be cut and also dissolved as all money resources are removed from the program. We see all veils of energy that is keeping the German masses from giving this their full attention removed now. Let them be divinely inspired in what is needed to do to close Ramstein military base down now. May all our creative works also apply to the European Technical Center, ETC. We cut all ties that the ETC has to the satellite links to Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan, as well as a fiber optic connection to the NSA's counter-terrorism facilities in Georgia. May all their works be filled with lots of obstacles that keep them from hurting or harming any life form. Let's send a healing, peaceful energy to all that have been hurt or harmed by the drone program. We ask that they be given all the divine inspiration to move forward as shock and trauma are transmuted, being replaced with a calming, loving energy. Now, for the other drones. Let's give our attention to all other drone operators that are misusing drones against humanity on any level, including spying on people. In your mind's eye, imagine a directional jammer that looks like a cross between a rifle and an antenna. When aimed and fixed on a drone, the drone defender disrupts the radio and GPS signals, guiding it, causing it to crash where no one is hurt or harmed. Imagine now surrounding the drones with RF jamming. Rather than listening for drone signals like RF detection, RF jammers put out the same frequency drones use to operate at higher levels, resulting in the controller losing connection to the drone. Then we will add GPS jamming alongside RF jamming as it stops the drones from returning home in an emergency and not allowing the pilot to continue flying the drone. Let's now imagine hijacking the drone craft, ordering it to land or go back, and spy on its original operator. First, let's radiate a rival command signal that overpowers the first signal, which weakens as the drone flies further away from the operator. Second, one can hack the drone by transmuting malicious codes. Now let's send energy to exploit the Wi-Fi to inject drones with malicious codes. In your mind's eye, see many virus copters infecting target drones and causing them to run amok and or transform them into obedient zombies of the hacker's drone. Let's also send out a jammer frequency to intercept and interrupt signals in order to disrupt a drone's flight path. And keep sending out that frequency that will disrupt the drone's control signal by bombarding it with, well, even more signal. Of course, this fires so much signal that everything goes electronically deaf, causing the drone to crash and burn without doing any harm to life or buildings. Where there are an overabundance of drones, see the magnetizing moisture from the air to it that causes it to have a moisture buildup, causing it to break down. Imagine a new geo-fencing system, safety system, to better keep drones out of restricted areas. Think of it like an invisible fence for all light workers and earth activists, only in the sky somehow. We invite the nature kingdom to help. The animal kingdom is our last line of defense against a complete drone takeover. When human civilization falls into ashes and our new drone overlords laugh at us from their sky palaces, our only salvation will come from our animal friends who are really, really good at taking down drones like chimps, geese, bees, rams, kangaroos, and eagles. See them having a great time taking the drones down. See our skies free from all drones. And as always, not our will, but thy will be done, O Creator. And again, I'm going to ask that anybody who watches this video or listens to it, this energy work is amplified over 100,000 fold. So thanks for tuning in and have a great day. And share if you feel it's worthy material. Aloha.